What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the problem with GETTR. This is coming from the perspective of somebody that really thinks alt tech is a good thing. More competition in social media is absolutely needed. Heck, I even have a GETTR account. So, this has nothing to do with me not liking GETTR or GETTR's existence. It has nothing to do with the current scandal they're in with them misrepresenting how many followers and users they have. The biggest problem with GETTR, there's a few of them, but one of the biggest problems as of recent is it's not actually a free speech platform. People are getting banned off of GETTR, and it's not for breaking the law. It's for saying things that certain people don't like. Now, I am not familiar with this Nick Fuentes character, but apparently he is banned off of GETTR for calling the founder an egghead. And based off of my cursory research of this Nick Fuentes character, he appears to be just a shit-posting troll provocateur, somebody that likes to do and say things that get a reaction out of people. I did a little bit of research on this guy. Of course, Google and Wikipedia and everything I read says he's like some crazy Nazi white supremacist leader at 23 years old. But once I actually looked into it, he just seems like a troll. I watched a video of his called "Why Dating Women is Gay," and he just kind of has like a 4chan breakdown of why being a man dating a woman is actually gay. He's just like a troll. And a side note, this is the problem with everybody being called like a racist, sexist, homophobe, rapist. It's very difficult to believe anyone when those words have no meaning, because I just really have a hard time genuinely believing, based off of my research, that this guy is really going around burning crosses and lynching people. I don't know. It's really hard for me to feel like these labels even mean anything anymore. So, GETTR not actually being a free speech platform is kind of a big deal. I really don't like anybody being banned on GETTR. In fact, if Adolf Hitler was to rise from the dead, he should be allowed to have a GETTR account, assuming he doesn't break any laws, which I'm sure in his case he probably would be. But that's the idea. Like, you need the most controversial, ridiculous people to be able to exist on GETTR. Isn't that the point? Like, what? Why are you banning people? Like, you should go out of your way to not ban somebody that is ridiculous, to show people that you're actually serious about being, a free speech platform. It's crazy. Like, what are they doing? They're literally shooting themselves in the foot. So that's the biggest problem. The second biggest problem is that there aren't left-leaning people on GETTR. You need people on both sides to be on your social media website. And this is a hard problem to solve. Now, I'm going to make an assumption here. I know not all left-leaning people are like this, but goddamn are there a lot of them. But one of the fundamental differences I've seen between left and right-wing people is that many right-wing people genuinely like to at least hear out the other side. And they like that back and forth banter quite a bit more than people on the left. A lot of people on the left have the mentality of, you can't give these dangerous ideas a platform. However, a lot of people on the right at least like to hear them out, to at the very least make fun of them or yell at them. The platform and social media, for a lot of conservatives, a lot of the fun of social media is owning the libs. And I know I personally, this is my own personal anecdote, is that I listen to the Young Turks, Hassan, Pod Save America. I use Reddit a lot at the gym. And a lot of the times I'm on Reddit, I'm reading the politics subreddit and anti-work and dank left and communism and all these crazy subreddits of shit that I don't believe in at all. They're quite frankly ridiculous. But I enjoy reading them because I at least like to see the mentality and what the other side is at least thinking. I think it's, entertaining. And when that doesn't exist on social media, it's a lot of right-leaning people don't want to be in that echo chamber. It's just, quite frankly, not as fun when there aren't libs to own. It's a hard problem to solve. It genuinely is, and I don't know how they can solve it, except for this one idea. Any social media website that wants to compete with Facebook and Twitter, this is my number one idea for you. You need to take a page out of the YouTube Partner Program. The YouTube Partner Program cemented YouTube as being the dominant online video sharing platform because people will work their ass off for pennies of a revenue sharing program. The amount of work that people put into getting partnered on YouTube or getting partnered on Twitch is crazy, considering they make basically no money. I think a good revenue sharing program on a Twitter competitor would do quite well. Now I know that's obviously hard to implement, much harder than advertising on social media is a little different than advertising on videos. It's probably a little bit harder to do, but some degree of a revenue sharing program where people can monetize their followings and you're throwing a bone monetarily to people to bring over their large followings and to actively participate. And even if people are only making cents, trust me, people will work their ass off and be dedicated to having a badass GETTR profile if they can make a little money off it. It gives them a little bit more incentive to care about your website. So I truly think that is the future of anybody competing with Twitter, is if they have some sort of percentage-based revenue sharing. So I don't know. It's tricky. Another tricky thing is it even possible for a true free speech platform to exist on the Google Play and App Store? A lot of social media is done on phones. You got Android and Apple dominating those two markets, the smartphone markets, and stuff just gets pulled from the Google Play and App Store. And, I hate to get like social media involved, but at a certain point, shouldn't some of these companies lose their Section 230 protection? At what point does censorship become editorializing when it comes to social media? And again, I fucking hate, wanting to legislate this, but it's getting kind of ridiculous. So what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below. I think GETTR, a lot of self-inflicted damage here. It's an uphill battle, but they've definitely shot themselves in the foot at least a couple times. So let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.